is a public service announcement from the Gabonese Republic. My name is Gaboon Kaboom. I have a cousin in the United States being nominated for the position of mascot logo representative for the Democratic Party. As of today, I learned that his historic nomination to replace Dave the Donkey as the official mascot logo representative was featured on the cover of Time magazine. The chosen subcommittee, the Logo Ladies, voted 3-1 to adopt my cousin Bob the Baboon as the new mascot logo representative for the American Democratic Party. He still has to be approved by a majority of the 204 House of Representatives on the Democratic side. It has been predicted that this will be a contentious process since Dave the Donkey has held this position since Andrew Jackson formed the Democratic Party. He did this after losing the presidential election in 1824 to John Quincy Adams. Because there was no clear winner in the Electoral College, Adams was chosen over the other 3 candidates by the House of Representatives. Needless to say, this historic decision did not sit well with General Jackson. All this controversy prompted him to form a new political party, and he named it the Democrats. Having been labeled with the moniker Jackass Jackson, Andrew Jackson was influential in having the donkey adopted as the official mascot and eventual logo of the newly created Democratic Party. Nailing this down to an exact year has been beyond most historians. However, since Jackson served as president from 1829 to 1837, we'll just split the difference and call it 1833 as the donkey adoption. My point is that the donkey has had a great run for over 188 years, so it's high time Bob the Baboon takes his place. Sincerely, what's wrong with a baboon becoming the new symbol for the Democratic Party? I know my cousin Bob as a stand-up baboon who should serve as a fine representative of the party. I speak earnestly to the American public and directly am asking the Democratic representatives to the House to please keep an open mind to fresh ideas. And as a progressive mascot for your future, Bob can and will bring a tidal wave of needed energy and vigor to your party and the American people. This is Gaboon Kaboom fully endorsing Bob the Baboon for this important position in your American democratic process.
Greetings, my fellow Americans. The Undertaker Navigator here in defense of J.D. Vance, our newly elected VP. Are we having fun yet? Well, I certainly hope so. He got back from Europe where he attempted to straighten out those silly little arrogant so-called leaders. Unfortunately, I do not hold high hopes for them getting it. Historical experience there tells us that it is doubtful they will ever get down off their high horse. They simply have no idea how to unleash the force of a merit system for each of their individual citizens. Over the past several decades, they have morphed into a woke world of craziness, resentfulness, and sheer hatred of hard work and innovation. Have they been taking lessons from the Democratic Party or vice versa? Europe has as big, maybe bigger, immigration problem as we do. Since 1977, over 1,000 children have been stabbed to death, primarily on the streets of European cities. Critics will say that figure pales in comparison to the gun deaths in America. Hell, it is a tragedy for any one single young person to be robbed of a fruitful life, simply because politicians continue to fail to protect their citizens on both sides of the Atlantic. The population of the 27 members of the European Union is over 100 million more than the population of the United States. According to Google Search and Grok 3 AI, current annual GDP, gross domestic product of the EU, is around $17 trillion compared to $29 trillion for the United States. Most economists know that the U.S. contribution to Europe's security and overall economic benefit is at least 1.5 trillion of their 17. Annual per capita, it is EU at 45,270 versus 82,760 dollars for the USA. So is the arrogance of the European leaders justified? They have a serious case of the woke virus with a small chance for a cure. The Undertaker Navigator is solely responsible for the opinions expressed in this essay. Thank God for our right to free speech. I was almost surprised that JD wasn't arrested for hate speech in the EU